All right. We got some people filling in. We got everybody. Well, still no Sanic checked in. We got almost everybody checked in. See what else we got on here. This one's like weird. I don't know. It's alright. You know what annoys the crap out of me? They gave The Cop, like, the best song so far. Listen to this. That's not allowed. That's illegal. The Cop can't have the best BGM. This shit is so good. Give it to someone else. Take everything good away from Kevin Ryan and give it to someone else. It is a really good BGM. I'm not going to sit here in front like it's not. Take it and give it to any other character. Right, did we get Sanic? We still have absolutely no idea where Sanic is. I'm gonna DM Sanic and see if they respond. What up, Otto? Ah, that's a good one. That's a good BGM. Take it away from Kevin Ryan. Jenny's is alright too. Alright, Sanic is here. I'm checking Sanic in. Oh, we got 15 right at the buzzer, huh? Hold up. Hold up. Oh, Tommy got in at the last second. Alright. Let me make sure Tommy's actually in the group. He is not. Now he is. So, Zero Frame may actually be in the game. Do we have one more to even this out? Alright. That's enough BGM. Do we have one more to even this out so we don't have any buys? Is the question. And by one more, I mean within like the next 30 seconds. Otherwise, people are getting buys. It's just the way it is. Chitin, I'm also scared of air hockey. I tested it out with Guardian a little bit. Like, I think it'll be okay. You're definitely playing one game of it, but I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to take. All right, I think this is what we got. So somebody's getting a bye. But we're going to start right now. And we're going to start by spinning that wheel. What are we going to get? Man, there's some good stuff on this wheel still. Oh, Chitin almost willed it into existence. But instead, you are playing a Genesis game. It's not the one you were asking for, but it is a Mega Drive game. I'm gold in this. That doesn't surprise me. Oh, not tonight. We're not going to play every game left. We're still doing the normal amount of games. Man, I wish there was a way to turn those ads off. Wait, GMAC, are you playing? Yeah, but is GMAC in the bracket is the question. I mean, it's too late now. We already started. Actually, we didn't play a match yet. Hold on. GMAC, do you want to be in the bracket? Oh, you don't have Fightcade set up? Nah, you nerd. You got to get Fightcade set up. Fatal Fury for the Mega Drive. Somebody might already be playing at this point. Because I've been dragging... Yeah, Strict and Valcion are already in there. We're getting right into things. It's going to appear on stream. The game capture is there. It goes. I had to threaten it. It waited until I moved over to my OBS window to actually appear on screen. God, I hate this program. We got to go with the classic Pow Pow Cafe. We got the old school Power Wave. We got the Fatal Fury 1 Power Wave in this game. Botto, I don't think Whip is in this one. Whip was like 2000. Or maybe 99, but I want to say 2000. This game was not from the year 2000. I'll bet Tiger Knee is a weird input in this game still. But can he find Slash Kick? Can he find... Filter's looking. Filter's looking for those specials. Slide to get out of the corner. That helps. GMAC, I will speak to you after class. I will show you how Fightcade works. I'll introduce you to Jason. He's a good guy. Shout out to Jason. If you're not playing a match, drop some coins for Jason. We're back to the Duck King now? Alright. Does Filter know the commands for Duck King? I know the commands for Duck King, but I'm not going to tell anybody. Oh, he found one. So far, Valcian looking strong with the Terry. Burn Knuckle. I feel like Terry's buttons are even bigger in the Genesis version than they are in, like, the arcade. Oh, we got the plane shift. Oh, Filter's in trouble. Alright, that's 2-0. Valcian takes it. Let's see what other matches we got going on. Let's watch Tatir and Datibato. Oh my god. Soy sauce for geese on the Genesis sound chip. Man, listen to it. Listen to this little sound chip try its best. I can't believe some of the stuff Yuzo Koshiro achieved on this sound chip. When you really think about it, and you listen to some of these other Genesis games, like, man. That man's brain is the size of the moon. Oh, we got a timer issue now. Andy's got a lot of time to... Yeah, that was going to be a tough one. That was a lot of life to make up in that amount of time. Okay. Oh yeah, some other studios had good music on the Genesis, but it's like... What song are we getting for... Yeah, Fatal Fury Genesis is a funny game. There were a lot of old games where the inputs need to be very precise, it's true. But it was also old SNK where certain inputs were not what you would think. Okay. So when you put the two of those things together, you better be able to use your normals well. The Tier's putting it together. It's so old Fatal Fury, I think it was the Tiger Knee motion, but in the Mega Drive version, I don't know. Jordan, we were definitely just leaving him in suspense as to who Jason was until after the bracket. Thank you, you're very helpful and kind. Oh, we got a little slide kick action there. Fido found the slide kick. But he's got to do something else. Ah, that almost worked.
Okay.
Yeah, there were some interesting motions back then. Who else we got? We got Doomstruck, Tomikari. Not in the old games, not always, no. So, you're coming into fighting games fairly new. The kind of very, very standardized inputs that you're used to are not like an old thing. Like, a lot of games, especially SNK games, had unique inputs for every game. Yeah, there were times when Crack Shoot was a TK motion, and there were times when it was like the down, back, up, forward motion. It's been a variety of things. Yep, even... Oh yeah, Rising Tackle's changed a bunch, right? Rising Tackle's more or less always been a charge move or a DP, though. But a lot of characters had some strange inputs. Blocking the Blanca Ball, and then he lands on the Power Wave is so funny. Yeah, it is a very good slide kick. Man, old games had some good slide kicks. There's one in Eternal Champions that I found that was really funny when I played that in Mystery. Ooh. We're making a comeback. Oh, here comes the slide kick. Can you find your way out of it? Doomstruck with another game with the slide kick. Eternal Champions was on the wheel, yes. We did play it. We did play it already. It looks like everybody's done. Let's check these scores out. All right, everybody has reported. We are on to our next round. Someone has a bye, so you're just going to have to wait and see. But otherwise, check your matches, check your matchups, and we'll see what we get. Put the wheel on stream. What are we going to get now? There's not too many games left. You know what's still on this wheel? Heavy Smash. I want to see some Heavy Smash tonight. That's not Heavy Smash. That's not Heavy Smash. That's a fighting game. The Joy-Mac fight is still on there. Yeah, like there's good games. Joy-Mac fight narrowly missed the cutoff for Mystery at our locals because we didn't have enough people. It was on that list, but it was one of the cuts when I had to shorten the list. Anyway, we're going to play Deadly Moves. We're gonna play some Deadly Moves. Thorsten is in what you call it? The Jackie Chan game. There's more Mega Drive games on here too. Those are not the only two. Oh man, yeah, you know what? I didn't do that. All right. We haven't seen Juicy yet. Puzzle Wednesday's very own Juicy, who is running an excellent, soon-to-be the most exciting side bracket of Frosty Faustines, the Puzzle Wednesday PSX Puzzle Panic, which if you're going to Frosty's, you should sign up for. We got Rion versus Buo. They're fighting. I did get to meet Box of Rocks, and I think Slobbish too. And yeah, tell them to enter PSX Puzzle Panic on Sunday. There's no main games happening on Sunday. They've got room in their schedule. Greg, you should prioritize Combo Breaker. Combo Breaker is the event. Especially if you're new to going to these things, like, Combo Breaker is the best one to go to. I can never go because of work, but, so Frosties is now my Combo Breaker. But, you should absolutely go to Combo Breaker. The only way I would ever recommend Evo over Combo Breaker, especially for new players, is if they're really into the idea of going to Vegas as a side trip, and they're also really into the idea of like being a spectator for esports. Otherwise, it's Combo Breaker all day. Anyway, game one goes to Whoa from Juicy. We got Vagnad. Well, that's a big knockdown kick right there. One hit knockdown. With a decent amount of range on it, you know what? When we talk about moves feeding families, this might be the one right here. And Valcion is perfectly happy to sit there and use that move. Or does he have other moves? Yeah, I'm sure he does, but do we need them? Oh, he's doing a punch too. He's trying it out. The fuzzies. The strategy. Blocking it out. Got that big leg out there. Got that big leg. The big boot. Bado? I don't know the answer to that question. Anyway, the counter pick working out so far. Vagnad is coming up big. Which really janky 2D Gundam fighters? Because it has several. Oh, that's where the round counters go. And not to fill a wheel, but like there's a few in here. Endless Waltz is obviously, or Endless Duel is obviously well known. It is very janky, but it's well known. There's also Gundam EX Review, which we've run here before. There's also like a precursor to EX Review, which is not as good, so you don't really use that one. But you may honestly have played EX Review. I can make several Wheels of Giant Robot games. You saw some of them at... oh, you didn't because you weren't there. January is like Giant Robot month because of Lito's birthday. Oh god, this game's controls are weird. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. So someone commented online, like, oh god, you gave them Gundam Battle Assault 3. That was the least of their worries. Yeah, I haven't played much Battle Assault 3. I want to. It looks interesting. I don't know if it looks good, but it looks interesting. Ugh. So the counter pick was effective for a little bit, but Juicy was able to come out with the win 2-0. Who else we got? Digi and Flesk are playing. I didn't even see Digi Hop in the bracket. Another Puzzle Wednesday fan favorites. We got Nick. Just time to see Nick score a win. Oh, we got a 1-1 now. Yeah, perfect timing. We got in just in time for the 1-1. Joe. Nick and Joe. Ooh, big throw. Hold on, look at Nick's walk speed. Nick had some crazy walk speed. Anyway, that's a pretty big hitbox on that knife. What do you got there? A knife. How does one get around this knife is the question. That's not Flesk's problem. Flesk is just going to keep throwing it out. Oh, and the big throw. Yo, that's quite an uppercut. That did not help against the knife. Very funny uppercut, though. The big Superman dive into the air. We got to catch a little bit of Strict Filter and Supersonic, maybe. feel like we've got a bit of a mystery. We've got a bit of a mystery meta being established in this game already. Hey, Flesh, good job figuring it out. We got Warren here with one of the best character select portraits in video game history, mind you. Looks like a bit of a grappler, but will the grapples be found? Not this round, they weren't. I don't look at that fucking portrait. Okay, so still no knife, but that's all right. They might just be in the zone and they didn't hear us. But we're picking John Protag versus the Whoa. They both got some pretty good kicks. Some good range on those pokes. Ooh, big throw. Can they find the specials? Oh, from the uppercut. He just got stopped. So no invul on the uppercut then. What is its purpose? Because I saw him get stuffed out of the startup of that. Is that a combo tool? Just a pure anti-air? You know what, Doom? You're not wrong. Street Fighter sold a gorillion units. Make sure your main character has move go upward. Joe got a life lead this time. Yeah, you don't move very far up and down into the foreground and background. I wonder if the whole game is like that. Like, I wonder if the single player is like that, or if it's stage dependent. Uh-oh. Making a comeback with these rangy kicks. If he can get one good throw off, he'll be right back in. Single player, you can only play as Joe. Damn. Old games. Experience is a good way to put it. You could safely experience this game without having accidentally paid for a cart or a Blockbuster rental back in the day, right? Oh, he's been teleporting, yeah. God, imagine bringing this home from Blockbuster, and you just, your weekend is shot, man. Like, what are you gonna do? You have to go outside. Oop. Still a small life lead for Joe. Joe gonna need to clutch this out, though. All right, he's holding back. He's blocking. One more hit, can do it. Oh no! Don't challenge him there. All right, Sanik's able to even it up. Tomo, we found a knife. It was pretty cool. Wait, was that... Oh, they must have played a game already. Did Sanic win that 2-1 then? Yeah, Sanic won that 2-1. All right. Let's see. Are my scores reported? They will be shortly, I'm sure. I'll just do it. No, they did. All right, they're in there. Next round is up. Let's back out of this lobby. Can we get the Genesis 3-peat? Let's find out. There's more Genesis on here. Well, it's not Genesis. A new Guardian find. Guardian's very high in this game. Recently featured at Roundhouse. So if you watched Roundhouse, you've got a bit of a leg up. Let's find out. Yeah, we're using the NES version. Don't know why Guardian doesn't use the Genesis version, but I trust his judgment. I'll have to ask him sometime. We are Jalico Gaming. We got Notester up in here. We are... Yeah, this is first to 2, guys, just to clarify. Leave the settings default and play first to 2. All right, let's see if they figure it out. It's Tetris time. Looks like Notes are trying to be a little too efficient. I don't think you can do that with a gap. I think you need to make a full wall. That's weird because Jason definitely does have this file. I mean, I could always shoot it to you. Oh, you lost. So I think Note may have figured it out, but we'll see. Let me keep an eye on the Discord to see if there's anybody else who's not having... No, everybody else has it. Okay. All right, let's see if they figure it out this time. Valcian's got it figured out. You want to get greedy, though. All right, he's good. Is Note going to figure it out? Note figured it out. Okay. Whoever has the higher score after the set amount of rounds, which should have been 5, or, yeah, whoever can break their opponent's base to the point where they have no more base. But that's what the match setting was for. Not for, like, the total number of game, like, win-losses game, but the total number of rounds. Looking at Note, the way Note chose to shoot tells me that he has gained an understanding. Interesting strategy by Note that time. Wait, why did it, What happened here? Why does he have so much of an advantage now? How come it didn't start over from, I wonder what they chose. So I haven't seen this before. It could have been. Yeah, it's a 1-1, but you shouldn't have started with, like, that much of an advantage, you know what I mean? Press button to continue with more firepower. Yeah, we don't want to do that. So it's 1-1 right now. We're not going to count that last one. It's 1-1. Now, I mean, now you can push the button. Yeah, Note gets it now. Ah, that's... He needed to shore up that one little piece. They couldn't find it. Alright, so that is 2-1 for Note. Yeah, I think I figured it out. That's 2-1 for Note. Let me check in on some other games to see if they figured it out. Help us, we went through one full round. How did you... It should have declared a winner. Did it say one of the armies was defeated? Yeah, if it said you won, then you won. And so you could just, I mean, you could restart if you want, or you can just go back to, like, if you don't continue, it'll go back to main menu. The important thing is that you don't add more power with the continue function. As soon as one army or the other is defeated, yeah, you gotta go back. So these players are taking the approach that I took when I first tried this. Not the approach that Note figured out, which we'll talk about more when this is over. Also, it looks like Tommy has not found the rotate button. There are only 2 buttons. So we've got big honkin' castles now. We got healthy looking castles. There's a reason for that, of course. Oh, he didn't get it in time. Red army defeated. Oh, because none of the buildings were surrounded. Okay, so we're not supposed to continue like that. I don't think they can hear me. Tommy and Doomstruck, if you can hear me, yeah, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to go back to the menu and play another game. So you can F3 to reset. F3 is to reset. I can only imagine what's happening in the other games right now. I did not remember, like, the explanation that this game required. In terms of format, specifically. It looks like Tommy's taken more of the note approach now. I think Tommy may have figured it out. Oof, almost had another. Oh man, I wish we had the ways to get people playing on big old honking track balls. Big chunky balls, swinging them around. You know, as you do with balls. Haven't had too many of those since Guardian came around. Since Guardian handed the keys over, have you? Uh-oh, we're in danger. Oh no, we're in danger! Alright, so it's 1-1. Doomstruck won that one. So as long as you don't continue, you're fine. Oh, you already had match finish before. Okay. Who else is still playing? Flesk and Titan are still playing. Let me see how they're doing. We're on the final battle. I wonder how that happens. Well, somebody's going to get a win either way, right? So. Flesk is puzzling. Flesk has got one more gap to fill in. And he did it. All right. And it looks like Flesk won that one. Curious what the score is. Let's wait to see what happens. What a game. Do we have a winner in that game? I guess is the question. So Note kind of figured it out early on. You want to break your opponent's walls in ways that make it difficult for them to Tetris. Because again, if you don't fill in all the gaps, no diagonal gaps, no nothing, you don't get to play the game again. So you want to you want to punch holes like all around the base rather than going for the cannons or like trying to, wipe out one wall. So it's a very interesting game. And then you have to Tetris really well. You also have to place your cannons in such a way that make it so like you can accept more pieces too. Very interesting stuff. I think that game's pretty cool. We haven't gotten an arcade game yet. Not one. We're 3 games in. So it's round 4. Do we have all the scores reported? We do. Very good. You guys are great. All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, you missed Rampart. Shout out to Little Doctor Games coming in. You did miss Rampart, though. Oh, this is a new one. You guys haven't seen this one yet. This is new to the wheel. But you'll see. See what's going on shortly. Fightcade, Jason definitely pulled it from me. But let me know who did not get it through. Because I didn't have to go hunting for this one. Fightcade just grabbed it. Have you all updated your Fightcades, Jason, recently? It might be one of the newer ones. It was just added fairly recently. Otherwise, see if you can share the file around. You guys can do that. Let me see. Let's watch Note and Botto go at it. Note, another Puzzle Wednesday fan favorite. Botto, the mayor of Botto City. Excellent tournament series for your favorite fighting games. Yep, default settings. Uh-oh. So as you can see, it's a Pang clone. Not a clone, but a Pang-like. Ideally, you want to break your pieces in such a way that you can send some over to your opponent. Because it can be difficult to manage otherwise. While this is happening, I'm going into my Fightcade folder and seeing if I can find the ROM. Just in case. Just in case people were unable to get it. Okay, let me see if it's small enough. It sure is. It is 1.06 of God's own megabytes. Alright. There's a truck in the Discord if you need the game. We found a super. That's 3-1 Note. Botto getting stuck in the corner a lot, which can be dangerous in Pang. Oh, we got the chef? Botto gonna cook? Look at the burgers! And he's got little forks for rope. If you've never played Pang before, it can be difficult to learn how to manage your screen. But we'll see how he adjusts. He does have a super. Didn't need to use it though. So outlasted note on that one. Oh, you carry your meter over round to round too. That's interesting. I wonder what that stomp did. It looked like it froze time for a little bit. That was a lot of damage coming down from the sky. Yeah, you don't want to get hit with those big ones. It's bad for you. Unhealthy burgers. Big Berg. Too big to handle. Bado was able to send a couple over to Note side that time though, so starting to pick up. Starting to pick up what this game's putting down. Oh, he sent a big one over to Note now. But can he outlast Note? Note popped his meter. I wonder what the Chef Super does. Anyway, Note takes it 2-0. Let's see who else is playing. Yeah, this game is sick. I was very, very pleased when I found this. Who have we not seen yet? We haven't seen too much of Tommy yet. Let's get Sanic and Tommy going. Oh, I didn't put him in Discord either. Yeah, I'm not sure what the Chef Super did, Bado. Seems like the Cowgirl had a better super. Oh, it sends damage to your opponent. Okay. It seems like the Magician... Does the Magician copy the opponent's super then? I wonder if the Magician copies the opponent's super, like Witch and Monster Slider. Right, yeah, like... That's the Chef Super. That's why I didn't understand what the Chef Super was doing, because it's like, it happened to you. It's probably that's just the Mirror Match Super. Except you don't have to wait for the whole Witch's transformation sequence like you do in Monster Slider. I wonder if the defensive super, like Cowgirl, will kill those falling items, though. Like if you just counter super with super. Yeah, that's the only one we haven't seen is the fairy. It will not. It will not. That's very strong, then. Ooh. It's dodgeable, but if your board state is bad, it's real tough to dodge. So you really got to manage your board state. The strat, ideally you want to try to, like, not wind up with too many little pieces on your board that make it hard to dodge. You kind of want to break through evenly, if that makes sense. And you also try to want to break in positions where you can send some of your pieces over to your opponent to make it harder to dodge. Neat little game. I'm liking that one. We haven't seen Lem yet either. They may have just stopped. No. There we go. Found a couple of cool Pang games recently. You're not going to see all of them right away. Obviously, it's the wheel. But I picked up Pang Adventures on Steam as well. But it isn't like a direct versus like this mode. Like, this is probably my favorite mystery one that I've tried so far. Just because it is very much like a... You're sending garbage to your opponent. You are sending attacks to your opponent. You are trying to survive and make their life hard. It's very much more a versus mode than like a score attack, like most Pang versus modes are. And it's a relatively recent add to Fightcade as well. So yeah, it's... It's a good one. You can also all clear before your opponent if both of you live, right? If neither one of you dies and runs out of health. No, some of them have, like the Cowgirl has like a screen clear. The Fairy had like a barrier, yeah. We haven't seen the Fairy on stream yet, but I have it on Good Authority they have a barrier. If I were that magician, I would pop my super. No, the chef drops damage to your opponent's board. They drop, like, pieces of food out of the sky, yeah. It's a very direct attack. You don't see it because you're looking at your screen and all the bouncing bubbles that are going on, right? But, yeah, the chef's one was actually really strong. Okay, I think that was the end of it. Anyway, cool game. I like that one a lot. That's showing up at MHM at some point. I don't know when. Not sure when yet. I have to think about it. Not February, because that's 2v2. All right. Everybody was able to get their games in. I can go ahead and delete the truck from the Discord. Let's get our last game of Swiss up and running. I didn't put it on the screen yet, did I? Sure didn't. Uh-oh. 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 Ah, so close. So close. Hey, look, this game is also very good. Fun fact, the very first mystery game I ever ran for my locals. Because I started them with the classics before I got into that game. That bracket also had like Blood Warrior in it, so I didn't start them with all the classics. But X-Men: Children of the Atom, the very first mystery game I ever ran before we were even MHM. We're not playing the boss hack. We're just playing the regular version. Let's get this wheel off the screen. Let's see. Filter. I haven't got too much Jordan on stream yet today. Let's watch Filter and Jordan. Jordan's obviously going to pick Cyclops. I don't know who Filter is going to pick. Psylocke. Psylocke's fun in this game, yeah. An all-timer sprite. Not just her, but like this whole game just had incredible sprite work for the time. I still think about a quote someone said on one of the socials a long time ago. It had to be more than a year ago at this point. About how seeing this game in the arcade when it first came out felt like the future. Like it was so different from what we had at that point. Seeing the CPS2 board in action for the first time was like, what is this? I don't know if it's the first one. I think Street Fighter Alpha might have been before this. But like Street Fighter Alpha just looked like prettier Street Fighter. This game, like, I must have been like 10 years old at the time. And they had this at like a roller rink the first time I saw it. I was like, whoa, what is this? Little young me, mind blown. Uh-oh. Did we get a crash? Well, I hope they figure that out. Game crash. That's unfortunate. Who do we have? Oh, the Lem and Tommy Tamsworth team kill? We got to see this. We got to see the two young goats scrap. The Cyclops mirror. Cyclops got to be the #1 mystery pick. It makes sense. I wonder if this is the first game to use like Marvel Supers with the medium, with like the multiple button press. Ooh. Jumped right over that Optic Blast. You do have to be careful with those. You are stuck in that pose for a while. It is a fireball of sorts with a long recovery. I don't think either of them know how to do their supers either. Oh, they found it. Careful not to get thrown now, because throw tech costs meter. Is Optic Blast a reference to Robo Fortune from Skullgirls? I don't think so. No. No, I don't think so. That's 2-0 for Lem. Let me see who else is playing a non-Cyclops character. If I hit this, it's in a Cyclops mirror. I'm closing it. We got Iceman? Alright, we'll watch some Iceman. Oop, that one's over. Botto 2-0 with Iceman. Who else is left? Note and Sanic. How do you mess up mapping a CPS2 game? I'm curious. We got some Wolverine action. Yeah, that's a Sanic character, alright. Jump in, jump in, jump in, jump in, jump in. And we'll see what's left of Kytin and Valcion. Wolverine double cheeked up. We got Storm. Oh, we got a final round we get to watch now. Typhoon's a pretty good projectile. Valcion able to zone it out. All right. So what's going on? You see 2-0 on... I got you. That's a potentially important one, too. So we want to get that right. Juicy 2-0. That's everybody. Okay, so we're ending group stage, and we're going to find out who our final four are. It looks like Lem versus Notes, and a rematch of that last one, Juicy versus Doomstruck. So Doomstruck still made it despite the fifth round loss. But Puzzle Juicy likely needed that win to get in. And they're looking strong now. Oh, wait, no. Juicy was like second seed. So they were both pretty comfortable. I don't know how much the outcome of that would have mattered. That's a strong run for those four. Thank you, everybody else, for playing, as always. I enjoy doing these. I always have a good time. So this is for Lem versus Note. We're going to spin, and we're going to see what we got. Not just any puzzle game. Not just any puzzle game, and not a puzzle game, and not just any puzzle game with Notester involved. This is a particularly violent puzzle game. Columns 3. Also another Mega Drive game. This is an especially violent puzzle game. Yeah, Flask, you should. The difference between this, there's several key differences between this and Sakura Wars Columns. The main thing is that you choose when you send your damage, rather than having to build up a bar and then it gives you the choice of what you're doing. There's just a button, you just send it, right? And when you send damage, you also break your opponent's piece. That's more hints than I normally get, but the game kind of doesn't work if you don't know that. So I'm going to give those hints. Best of five. Or no, best of 3, because it's... Yeah, because it's best of 3, best of 3. It's alright. Because that first of 2 will be... We'll sort it out. Note, little quick 2-chain. So we're chaining. Sending a little damage over. As you do in columns. Yeah, panel is tough. Panel takes forever, or someone just gets smoked instantly. There's no in between. I still haven't run panel at my locals. I probably won't. The other reason I won't run panel at my locals is because a lot of them are Nintendo gamers, and that's like the only puzzle game that they've actually played and put time into. So I have no idea what I'm going to run into at any given time if I run panel, so I'm just not going to do it. Yeah, I stayed away from Pokemon Puzzle League. I'm not built for that. I kind of know how to play puzzle panel, I'm just not good at it. I had too many brackets already. Oh yeah, it's gonna... It could take a while. The CEO Taku one took a long time, is what I heard. Oh, little 3-chain action from Note. You gotta be careful now. Note is gaming. Six hours is a lot. That's a lot of bracket. That's a lot of TOing. And yeah, it's just like it. If people don't kill each other, it takes forever. It's the same reason I don't really run Puyo in Mystery. All right, so that's game 1. So we'll just do Street Fighter rounds then. Yeah, best of 3. No, we don't want setting. Ah, okay. What is Note cooking? Oh, just a different background. Little background music. The closest I've really gotten is like other indie titles that play kind of like that, or like Tecmo Stackers, where they can accidentally make chains. I also ran Tokon no Michi and lost in it on the wheel, so that sucked. So I was looking forward to that. Shoutouts to Snivy for beating me in that. Note's cooking something. If Note can cut down to those cherries, he might have something here. Oh, big 3-chain coming out from Note. Got a flashing gem in there. Yeah. Send some damage over. Those might be reverse controls. Nah, he's dead. Can Lem make the adjustments?
Marry me with my money.
Yeah, probably. But I believe that Lem can make some adjustments and put a fight in there. Put a little scare in the Note. Give him a fighting chance. Maybe. Oh, there's a 3-chain for Note, right on time. Yeah, if you don't chain in this game, it's hard. Yeah. Just not enough damage output. That's 2-0 for Note. Yeah. Yeah, that's columns 3, alright. We've played that before. Like Juicy's saying, if you don't know how to 3-chain, so when you get 3-chains or bigger, you unlock flashing gems. And flashing gems are the ones that send the effects to your opponents. Alright, so that's 2-0 for Notester. I should hit the final stage. Good job, Note. Alright, now to roll the game for Doom and Juicy. Doom will not have to play Juicy in columns 3. It was very close to being another puzzle game. However, and I'm surprised we haven't run this. It's lasted this long on the wheel. WWF WrestleMania. You may not veto. I do not use vetoes in my bracket. WrestleMania Revision 1.3. Brazil. Network. Brazil already in here in a pitched battle. We're not playing against them. We're playing against Doom and Juicy. Set your controls. I would say, I don't remember if this game labels the controls or not, but if not, I would test your controls as well. Because you want to know what block is. And the way those midway boards were wired compared to some of the other stuff on Fightcade, it's not always apparent which button is going to be block. But I think this one has them labeled. So it should be okay. Yeah, it's perfect. Well, let's see if we can get some real graps going.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen,
Let me move my mouse cursor out of the way.
and welcome to WrestleMania by Midway. The Undertaker, Doink the Clown.
Doink the Clown, hell yeah.
Greeting everyone, this is Vince McMahon and me, Jerry the King Lawler.
Oh, this is not that kind of a wrestling game, believe me. Yes, Doink the Clown was an actual wrestler. The mid-90s had some very... There was this time in the mid-90s WWE where it was like the couple of big stars and everybody else was just a variation of a job. Like you had the Clown, you had Erwin Rose Shyster, IRS, whose entire gimmick was he worked for the IRS and also wrestled, I guess. You had Big Boss Man, the cop. Like there were so many gimmicks that were just a job, but wrestling. And that's kind of what was going on before you hit that famous Attitude Era. With like Stone Cold and everybody. But yeah, it's very much not a wrestling game, as you can see. Oh yeah, maybe, man. If we go back into wrestling history, there's some carny bullshit. If we look at wrestling today, there's some carny bullshit. But well, he found the special input for the choke slam, but can he land it? He gonna burn his meter? He does, second. Oh, he didn't do it. Oh, I can't say it out loud then.
The Undertaker. Nice execution.
Oh yeah, they don't really do that anymore. Like the old hardcore belts where they would just go into like a grocery store and start throwing down. You don't see that anymore. It's so funny because like while all of this was happening, it was like all Japan in like just having wrestling matches. They're just beating each other up. And then over here you had like Doink the Clown. They still had comedy stuff over there too. It's not like it was like nothing carny about Japanese wrestling at that time, but it was definitely a different vibe.
I don't think this grudge will end here. Sign your name to the Midway Hall of Fame. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is
Oh yeah,
welcome to
the old Josie matches were crazy. Innovative stuff. And also just wailing on each other. Man, Doink the Clown is going in. Trying to make this comeback real quick. Wasn't able to, though. That's a good point, Doctor. It definitely looks like that certain flavor of video game. This was absolutely a Midway game. I don't remember if it was specifically the MK team, but it was like, it's very MK coded in terms of the way it controls. It also has like dial-a-combo and stuff, just like MK3 and onwards. I feel like this game was also mentioned in the NBA Jam book. So Lido can tell us after Lido reads the book. And yeah, comparing it to Slam Masters, it's like Slam Masters is very much identifiable as a Capcom game right away. And this is Midway, all right. Can do. Uh-oh. Doink can't make that comeback just yet. And did not mash up. So, oh no, he didn't have his meter. It's a lot of double taps, a lot of like, you know, back forward type of stuff. It's MK moves. So the controls were mislabeled. Oh boy. Somehow that doesn't surprise me. Hopefully block is not mislabeled. Because that part's pretty important. Wait, who even won that? I just realized I didn't look at the scores. Yeah, I thought it was you, but wanted to make sure. So we got ourselves a Puzzle Wednesday showdown for Grand Finals today. P-Dub sweep. Let's get some coins. Yeah, throw some coins in there for the P-Dub sweep. While we spin this wheel here. Oh my god, it was almost Aggrass. I thought I had run this one already, but I guess it was still on the wheel, so... ADK Gaming. They are playing a fighting game of sorts. It is a fighting game. It's a cool little game. It's hard to remember if I ran this or not and just forgot to take it off the wheel because, like, we've seen it so many times in Guardian's Mystery where it all kind of blends together at this point. Other than, like, stuff we haven't seen, like Choki Choki, or we hadn't seen a lot of Rampart up to this point, right? But it's a good game. It's interesting. It's a fun concept. It controls pretty well. It's got fun characters. Is it balanced? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. But we'll see. So, something to note about actual factual wrestling games and Mystery, they tend to take a while. Because people tend to not, like, play the game correctly and don't go for pins and don't go for, like, finishing, right? And if you don't know how to do the finishers, it can be tough. So, yeah, it's a hard one to run. I ran Giant Graham 2000 because that is a 2-minute timer in the arcade, and that game is ending regardless, right? But even that was kind of confusing because everybody wound up with no life, and it still went to time, and like, you know, it was kind of confusing even at that. At least it ended quickly. So if you want to run stuff like No Mercy, you got to explicitly tell them, like, this is the button to pin. You have to pin them to win the game. Okay, now we're blocking. We got ourselves a good jump attack. That's a good jump kick. What are we gonna do if we can't find an anti-air? It's gonna get hairy. The Gangan meter was full, but not used. Or is it Can-Can? I couldn't tell if those were G's or C's. Yeah, it's like a better proof of concept from Deadly Moves. That's not a bad descriptor. Deadly Moves #1? Deadly Moves sweep? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Are we going to find some specials? Uh-oh. Oh, we got air grab? We may have something. Yeah, there's a World Heroes guy here. That is true. Also an 80K game. Probably their most well-known game, right? Not their best game. Their best game is still Ninja Masters. But World Heroes their most well-known one, for sure. Note is going to have to figure something out here. Can't keep challenging. Gotta block and then figure something else out afterwards. Hit bazooka. And Juicy takes it. What a powerful jump kick that was. All-timer jump kick, really. That makes Juicy our champion. It felt like the pushback on block was causing Note a lot of trouble. If Note had found, especially with the basketball kid, there's moves that like spin you very far forward when you do a special input. I think his is like half circle forward and attack. So you can just block and then just like punish the jump kick. Something like that would have gotten us through. But that's not what happened. What happened was that Juicy was jump kicking their way to first place. So congrats to Juicy. That is the end of our bracket. Let's see who's streaming. We get out of here before 11 o'clock again. Love to see it. Love to see us getting out of here at a reasonable hour.
That was a good one. Yeah, I beat you on that one, man.
Oh, what the hell? Mike is streaming? Botto City
That was
legend,
a good one.
Mike
Yeah,
with a
I beat
Y.
you on that one, man.
We're going to go host one of our locals here. Mike with a Y. Playing some Street Fighter, looks like. Go say hi to Mike. See how he's doing. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out tonight. Next one will be sometime after Filter's next mystery bracket. Sometime after Frosty. I'll figure out the date when I have time to look at the calendar. But until then, I will see you later. We are almost done with this wheel.
Just do the CA. I'm standing.
What are you waiting for?
You threaten.
There you go.
Meaningless efforts. To action.
Okay, it's not. It's not the CA. It's not the critical art. It's got to be the special art. Again.
Round 1.